Saudi Arabia has detained dozens of royal figures and ministers in what it calls an anti-corruption push.
These arrests do not represent the start, but the completion of phase 1 of our anti-corruption push.
11 princes, 4 ministers and many ex-ministers were detained by the Saudi anti-corruption body. The US president has expressed approval for the controversial move, despite the fact that one of his former business partners is reportedly among those detained. Jacqueline Vouga reports.
Riyadh's Ritz-Carlton became the impromptu site and luxurious prison for some of Saudi Arabia's most wealthy and powerful over the weekend. It was a serious fall from grace for those rounded up, including princes, ministers, and business people who had to make do with sleeping on the floor in the 5-star hotel. It's all part of an unprecedented anti-corruption purge decreed by the king and put into motion by 32-year-old Prince Mohammed. The sweeping arrests are thought to be the young Saudi heir's gamble to stamp out political rivals and clear his way to power. And on that way, he is ready to shatter decades of royal traditions by breaking Saudi Arabia's addiction to oil.
We will not allow our country ever to be at the mercy of commodity price volatility or external markets. We have developed a case of oil addiction in Saudi Arabia.
And in his rise to power, Prince Mohammed has also forged a close relationship with the Trump administration. So it perhaps came as no surprise when Trump gave his backing to the so-called corruption purge on Twitter.
I have great confidence in King Salman and the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia. They know exactly what they're doing. Some of those they're harshly treating have been milking their country for years.
So who exactly is, as Donald Trump claims, milking Saudi Arabia dry? One person is 62-year-old Prince Al-Walid bin Talal, an internationally known businessman holding shares in several U.S. companies like Apple, Twitter, Citigroup, and Time Warner. Funnily enough, Trump himself has ties to bin Talal, who reportedly helped bail out the tycoon-turned-president twice in the 90s. But the relationship seemingly fell apart in 2015.
You are a disgrace not only to the GOP, but to all America. Withdraw from the US presidential race, as you will never win.
Dopey Prince Al-Walid Talal wants to control our US politicians with daddy's money. Can't do it when I get elected.
Apparently, that doesn't always apply to Saudis pouring money into America. Trump is now pleading for the Gulf state's national oil company to float its shares on the New York Stock Exchange. So while Trump criticizes those arrested for milking Saudi Arabia, it would seem the U.S. president has nothing against milking Riyadh's coffers to fill Washington's.